Voice print identification.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
I got 3 devices going at the same time, and not a cotton picking one of them is showing the exact same thing. And you pulled a gem on me. I saw that.
I said we're going. It has a countdown goes across the screen.
We don't see that.
Oh, you don't? I asked you guys before if you've seen the countdown.
The only countdown I've seen is top left-hand corner that's showing live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you guys, because it's clear across the whole front of the screen, and it says countdown, and it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I asked you guys before, and you said you've seen it.
I saw it, but this time it stopped, and it came to stop, and it didn't.
Well, it stops when it gets when it plays the intro.
No, what I'm talking about is like we in the back room talking, and he says, wait a minute, and then it mutes everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right before that, there's a thing goes clear across the screen, and it goes when I hit live, and it pops up and goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the intro pops up. Okay.
I don't see that one.
Okay, because I thought that was the same thing at the end, because it'll say ending, and then it will play the intro. Okay. Anyways, welcome everybody.
Maybe he's not looking
Uh-oh.
for it.
I just want to say, because my phone is kind of funky. Just say hello to Grace and B and Tammy and Vester and whoever the hell else.
And Rebel.
Grace. Tasha at the top. Okay, I'll shut up.
Well, now y'all heard I brought trouble with me again.
I don't know. I would think it may be the other way around.
I think she keeps trouble in check.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy, she's got her job cut out for her then.
Yeah.
Are you in one of them moods tonight, Jeff? You got to think about that one, huh?
I'm in a fair, pretty good mood for now.
For now. Okay.
Yeah. Until I get popped. Dixie, everybody's saying hello to you in chat. She says hello back. She went to the other room. Oh.
She didn't say hello. She said, hey.
Her hey and hello is the same thing.
You got that frying pan ready, Dixie? You got that frying pan ready?
You got that fry pan ready?
Come on. I went to the Amish market today, and I was kind of disappointed. The 2 girls that work behind the deli section weren't there today, because they usually give me a little extra, and they'll give me a loaf of bread or something.
That's why they wasn't there.
I hope not.
Pray tell, why are you getting extras?
They just like me. I don't know why.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Well, this was about a year or so ago. I seen them in the back. They were outside and they were making coleslaw and some other stuff. And they had big old tubs. And I was walking to get eggs and stuff. And I moseyed on back and asked them, I said, when are you guys going to get eggs and stuff? And they said, well, when the chickens start laying better. I just started, having conversations, and they told me have a seat, and they gave me some kind of pie. I forget what it was, and asked me how I liked it and whatnot. And that's when, we started talking and whatnot.
They gave you some she-fly pie.
No, I think it was raspberry or something like that, cherry. But it was really good. And then, whenever I'd come in, we'd sit and talk for a while, and I don't know.
Bushcraft.
People like talking to me for some reason.
You got that calm, soothing voice. I hate to say it like that, especially a guy telling me nothing like that.
Well, it's, and I usually don't talk that much. I just usually shut up and let them do all the talking. Just agree with.
Well, normally when you got two girls together, what guy can talk?
Well, well, there was more than two back there, but
see,
I get a little nervous though when we're talking, and then all of a sudden they start talking, and I don't know what the language, talking in Amish in front of me, back and forth, and they were already talking, English, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Oh,
they're only talking in their Amish whatever when they're probably talking about you. And then
that's what I'm talking about. It's like, wait a minute, and they said, well, you're already pretty much there, and I'm like, what? So all you have to do is shave your mustache and trim it up a little bit, and you pass for.
Oh yeah, you fit right in. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing to that one.
I didn't think they had beards that long though, do they?
Yeah, they're the oldest and wisest. Well, wait a minute, the wisest,
the elders.
Yeah. Well, there are some that grow some pretty long beards.
Yeah.
But I do think that you can't. There's probably a length that you're not allowed to go past because you don't want to make it look bad to the older guys, I guess.
Look, the only thing I got to say about that is don't let it grow so long that it gets caught in your zipper.
But anyways, I wanted to talk about, food and stuff. I put out a little short about the radioactive shrimp. And I put it out in other places too. I put it on TikTok and some other places. But I did get a lot of replies in certain areas. It's under the limit to where it won't do your body any harm. And I'm still wondering, are we settling for, it's just a little radiation, it's okay? Do people really realize, of that stuff accumulates to where, again, this stuff, it will change your DNA. Do you want something in your body that's going to change your DNA? I know there are stuff out there, like the pesticides and stuff, that everybody has that in their DNA right now. The PFAS stuff. it's, if you go to and have your DNA tested, and it'll come up with that stuff in your system. It's hard to find soil. You could probably dig way, way down, even then, because the rain goes down and falls through the cracks of the earth and stuff. It's hard to find a place on earth that doesn't have that in its system. There's probably like frozen ice 200 feet down or something like that that's probably clean, but it's like how we're at that stage where it's everywhere. So what, maybe 20 years ago said, oh, just a little bit, it's not going to do anything. It's still not enough to taint the earth or anything like that. But now we're at that stage to where it's everywhere, and it's everyone's DNA. Are we starting to do this with our food that we get from the store now? Oh, it's just a little radiation. It's okay, And of course, there was 18,000 packages, 2-pound packages, that were recalled because it's enough radiation to where it can change your DNA.
So in other words, in the cooler it's setting in, when the lights is off, it'd be glowing.
Oh, if you, depending where you go to look at this stuff, the younger people have already made up songs and stuff. There's a cat that sings and talks about his glowing shrimp and stuff like that. It's a top song nowadays on some social medias. It's everybody. It doesn't seem like there's no alarm going off saying it's going to change. It can change your DNA. That's who you are, and it's scary that we've made something that can change the DNA that you were born with. And it's like, it's a meme now, it's no big deal. It's funny.
All the garbage that some people are carrying around since 2020.
Well, now, Grace asked a question. What are they going to do with all that contaminated shrimp? I mean, is it possible you can burn it?
Well, if you burn it, what happens to stuff you burn? Turns into smoke. Smoke goes in the air.
Right. But then again, you can't bury it because then it's loose in the soil.
Well, you know the thing that happened here in Ohio with the train. Unfortunately, our county is the one who gets all the soil to clean out. And how they do it, they have this drill, and they've got casings in it, and they feed all that soil down, way down below, supposed to be below the water table, and they clean it out, and it comes back up clean. I'm not, and it's done with a chemical too, by the way. And we protested and everything about this, and it really didn't go anywhere because we're just people, The officials, there are some officials that fought it, but the higher ups okayed it already, so it's under contract. So that it is what it is now.
Sorry, I've not had a nap today.
I'm sorry, B. Is my volume down? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm wearing this watch all the time, tracking stuff, and I looked last night, and realized that I only slept 7 hours and like 30 some minutes last week for 7 days. And basically last night my body started shutting down because I wasn't getting enough sleep. And I was having bloody noses and stuff like that. And I actually went to sleep for a few hours this morning and feel a lot better. But yeah, once it's a bunch of stuff going on and I can't sleep. So it is what it is. And I don't realize it. I've never really realized it until I have a watch that tracks when I fall asleep. I don't know how it does it, but it actually tracks the difference in the sleep, because you have different sleeping, which is weird.
Why don't you try some melatonin?
I don't know. I can't. Years ago, I took stuff to try, sleeping pills and different stuff that the doctor gave me, and didn't do any good. You have a high metabolism. We have to up the dose. So I went and they gave me more, and they gave me more, and then they gave me more, and it still didn't do any good. And it eventually started irritating me. At that time, I already had a very bad temper, and that just made it worse.
Have you ever tried melatonin though?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Because that's the natural compound. Your body makes that.
Yeah, it doesn't. Same thing with I've done the catnip and different teas. Yeah.
Really?
Catnip for cats makes them go crazy, but if you give catnip to a dog or a human, big difference.
Wow.
Now, I know back in the day when I rolled and smoked a great big fat one, all I wanted to do is sleep and eat.
Nope.
That when you were at the North End in high school, or?
Yeah.
And it's, again, and I'm not trying to say I'm a genius or anything, but it does certain IQs, and it's not that I'm brain and inventing things and whatnot. It's just my brain is always going off, and they say if the higher IQ you have, these people tend to not sleep as much because their brain is always, going. Yeah.
Well, not trying to get you to tell on yourself or anything like that. How high is your IQ?
Well, I took the test the first time and they said I cheated. So they sat and watched me, and I took it again, and I actually scored higher. Last time was at 168.
Damn.
And a lot of times it works to the negative, I guess. Like I'll read something and my brain reads it before, and it sounds weird, before my eyes see it.
Really?
I know it sounds weird because I'll read something and my brain will automatically jump ahead and start saying it. I guess it's hard to explain. So I have to slow my brain down to read a lot of times.
Now, my biggest problem is my mouth starts saying what my brain does. That's my problem.
And I used to be able to look at a page and technically not read it, but understand the page without reading it, if that makes sense.
Look, y'all can say what you want to. I hate reading.
Oh, I do too.
But it's fundamental.
Yeah.
It can be whatever you want it to be, but to me, it's boring as crap. I'm the type of person who has to see something done before I can do it. You know, when it comes to book smart, I'm one of the dumbest people in the room. But you let me see it done, I'll do it. I reckon that's why men hate reading instructions.
Well, that's
why
I would rather do it and make a mistake than I learn from it.
Exactly.
And that's how I do stuff a lot of times. Like if, you know, plumbing, I've never done plumbing. Well, I have, but it's just an example. If I've never done plumbing again, I just go and do it. And then if it leaks, I learn for something from it. And then the next time I do it a different way.
I've done a lot of plumbing coming up.
That's why that's where that saying came from. Repetition is the world's greatest teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You do it enough.
Yeah.
It's like the over here Rolking, he asked me if you certified in forklift, and I said no, but it doesn't look that hard. And he says it's not. Once you get the hang of it, up and down and left and right and that stuff, you're pretty good. And he showed me basically what he did. He got on there and moved a skid up and pulled it back, and then he unloaded it by hand to another skid. And he said that's it. And I said okay. And I got on there. The worst part of learning the forklift was putting a dang seatbelt on. Because if you don't put the seatbelt on, you're not going anywhere because it won't start up.
Hey, there's Jersey. Jersey, how you doing there, buddy? The Jersey waffles.
Jersey waffles.
Well, now that also goes for backhoe, track codes, loaders, and bulldozers.
Yeah,
you know, they got seatbelts on them things. Trust me. Don't ask me how I know, but they on there for a reason.
Now I think like I'll have the seatbelt on, and then I have to take it off, and then go unlock a door, a gate.
Yeah.
So I'll get back on and think I'm going to take off. It won't go anywhere. Even though it's still running, it won't go anywhere. I'm like, dang it. I have to put the seatbelt back on.
Boy, when I was on a backhoe, I didn't have no problems with a locked door. They come right open for me.
Well, these are gates for, you have people stealing stuff, so you have to lock everything up.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll let that slide. But my boss man and the owner had to pull me off of a backhoe and made me go home on kind of an inspector.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If y'all dealt with the inspectors, you know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about OSHA?
Yeah.
No, but he thought he was, okay? We was putting a septic in Matter of fact, we was the first one to put this septic in a county, in this certain county. This inspector was wanting to be a real prick about it. So I started digging a hole. And that's when they pulled me off with the backhoe.
Yeah, they a lot of stuff that they like on the inside, they had a forklift on the inside too, and the seatbelt was already together inside, and you would just sit down on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm a light person or anything because, but I would get on there and it wouldn't work. So there's bigger guys there, and there's sensors in there to where it got used to the bigger people there. So I actually had to sit down like this and get it to where I could get it started, because it would just, and then they said, well, bob up and down on the seat. What? What's going on here? And he said, no, the sensor's made for the heavy guys over here. So you have to
really bounce on
set the, and I didn't know there was, a sensor in there. So going like this and bouncing up and down, and then vroom, it starts right up. And like outside, we always had to be, safety people out there, because they come around and do inspections all the time. The thing is, when they're inside, they have to come through the store to go back there and see that they're doing things wrong. And I probably shouldn't say anything, but yeah, out front, they can see us from a good while. So that's why out front, we had to do everything, had the vest on, and, our name tags, we had to have a patch that said we were certified, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I hate OSHA. I've dealt with them before.
OSHA can shut everything down.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they
usually do too.
Literally. You go home, you go home, you go home, and you go home. Okay.
Although I've seen them shut a whole job site down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the food thing here. Okay. I was reading this thing about the 2025 enacted state food safety legislation. There has been there's 12 bills directly related to food safety and this year, food safety agencies, and it goes through each state has their different bills that are in. Colorado has the HB 1059 food waste reduction. And then there's, Idaho has one addressing food processing. It's a bill just for that. And that goes, and I know Jeff's been talking with 101 too about the potatoes. And remember, I did a video about this stuff last year saying to get your potatoes and stuff, and now there's shortages on potatoes, and it's going to get worse.
Was it last year or year before?
Last year, I do believe, when I made the video about that. And there's still other stuff that's happening on the side of, half the storage being rotted out and stuff.
See, I told one of them on that.
Yeah. Indiana has one, mobile retail food establishment license. There's a bill on that because of stuff in Indiana with food trucks and stuff. Maryland, Nebraska, Nevada, Texas provides permit and license certified for food service establishments. That means retail foods, stores, mobile units, roadside vendors. There's a law that, they're redoing the law on that and everything. Utah, they have bill just for meat. No, I'm not going to give you any meat. Shh, quiet cat. Alabama, and this is a license for just seafood. They're redoing the whole license on that. Hawaii.
You have a good day.
Hawaii has a lot of different ones, bills on that they're going through. Louisiana, Maine, Mississippi. Mississippi has a big one about the crawfish and other things. Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, again, another one for Texas. They just passed 2 new bills just related to oysters by itself. And this is usually not seen. All these bills that came up this year that they're trying to change things, which we know why. West Virginia, Wyoming, the food freedom and raw milk bill that's up. There's 25 different bills within that one about raw unpasteurized milk and stuff like that. Arkansas, again, the list goes on and on and on. I'll go ahead and drop a link to that. It's a good read though. You can look up your state and see what they got. Some of the stuff that they're working on, and to me, it's a little late. How often do you go to the grocery store and see bioengineered ingredient on the thing? Now, again, before 2020, they had that bioengineered ingredient in that product. It was in there for 10 years, but they didn't have to label it. In 2020, they had to label it. And again, where did that come from? Who made them do this? The guy who's in office now. But who's going to take credit for that? What else was it? Yeah, and the natural season or natural flavoring and stuff. Why can't they tell us what that is? They don't have to. All they have to do is put natural flavoring or artificial flavoring. What is it? They don't have to tell you. It's just like the bioengineered ingredient. What is it? They give you can look it up and there's a list of things that it could be. Some of those things are kind of spooky, like the salmon. There's, bioengineered salmon that is part of that labeling for that. It's some creepy stuff.
Charles, radioactive shrimp. Did you say that was coming from Japan?
No, that's here. Well, I think it might be from China, but
that Fukushima plant that went apeshit. That dumped a lot of bad stuff in the water.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can find it again.
Well, damn, if they sending us stuff like that, why can't we send them stuff like that?
Because they don't allow that stuff. Only we do. I mean, you could go like Doritos. We're the only. There are other countries, but we eat more Doritos than other countries because it's outlawed there. Mountain Dew, you can't get it anywhere but United States because it's outlawed in a lot of places. We can't sell chicken to other countries because our chicken is dipped in bleach.
Really?
Yeah, to kill, the stuff. Salmonella and listeria.
Boy, them yardbirds running around outside looking better and better.
And that's all, and it's one of those, laws that they have to do that in the United States, unless you get it from a farmer's market or something. But if it has the FDA stamp on it, it's, it's washed in a bleach solution to kill.
Well, now I knew there's a lot of chemicals in all of our foods. I don't care what you eat, but that you kind of shocked me when you told me that they dip the chicken in bleach.
Yeah,
but I guess I should have realized that, but I didn't.
And again, I'll go over Aquastar Corporation of Seattle, Washington is where this comes from. The 18,000 bags, and they weigh 2 pounds each. And the thing that gets me out of this whole story, which is not that much, is the fact that this CS-137, and it's a man-made radiation. It gives you an elevated risk of cancer and can change or damage your DNA within your living cells of your body. That right there, that should be alarming everybody. That they were selling shrimp that can damage your cells and change your DNA. That just something that you can eat does that. I'm not saying you're going to turn into a mutant or anything like that, but how many years do you if it changes your DNA and you pass it to your kids and they pass it to their kids, when do they start growing an extra ear or something like that down the road?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that will happen or anything, but
there's a lot of rabbit holes you can go down. Bobby, you're right. But how many people has ingested that red dye 40? I know.
Oh, yeah. And there's the other story about the shrimp. And there's so many of these stories, and we keep saying, oh, but it's still under the safe level. How many times? How much of the stuff has to add up before it's not under that safe level? And that's the thing that got me is, majority of people saying, "Oh, good thing I don't get shrimp from them," or something like that. But, or the fact that it's out there, and then this is only what they are telling us. This could have been going on for 10 years, and then they just found this out, or it just got it slipped out, so they reported it. How much of this stuff is not being told to us? Oh, it's under safe levels, so we don't have to tell the public. When they butcher cows and they grind up the hamburger and stuff, they're allowed so much foreign matter in that hamburger. They're allowed so much cow poop, fecal matter, or whatever you want it.
Just like milk products, they're allowed so much.
Yeah. And I've worked for companies that packages stuff, and we had the little chocolate covered ice cream bombs or whatever they're called. And it would run through a metal detector to see if there was any metal that may have fall off the machine or something. And there's a limit or that you could stay under. So it could still have metal within that. As long as it's not too much, it's okay. So at some points, we kind of tested to see how big of a piece of metal would set this thing off. And we use pennies, and we stuck a penny, it went through. We're like, what the heck? I thought that would be way too big. I'm thinking like a speck, and a penny went through. We ended up with 11 cents in a container before it got sent. It triggered. And I don't know if it was just because it was copper, which pennies are not, haven't been 100% copper for a while.
Hello, Miss Vicky from Texas.
Hey, Vicky.
Hello.
You okay?
But everybody knows that I used to do the recalls and stuff. The thing with recalls, there's so many of them, and let's just put it out there. It's kind of boring to listen to that kind of stuff. So usually about 10 minutes in, people went and clicked the other video, which I don't blame them, because you're just saying the same thing over again. Well, it's this product and this product and this, if I did it at least once a week, those videos are 20, 30, 40 minutes long because there's so many recalls. And it's hard to keep up with it because soon as I would do a video on Monday, Tuesday there's all new ones. I could probably do 10-minute video every day about new recalls. Like we got Trader Joe's frozen pizzas on recall. And it's public health alert for a frozen, not ready to eat, uncured pepperoni. It has to be re-inspected. We got coconut yogurt. It's undeclared milk. And again, for the shrimp is back on the thing again, saying that there's different packages from Washington, and it has the 1.6 pound bags now have elevated CS 137 in it. And Grace had already said this, but the eggs, there's an outbreak of salmonella with at least 95 people, which this just coming out, there's probably tons more of this. You know how many people actually report this stuff? And if you take it to the store, they're supposed to report it. You know how many stores actually report that stuff? Probably 1 in 80 that actually do the reports. They don't usually do the reports until there's like 4 or 5 people come in and say, hey, these eggs made me sick.
Where was the salmonella reported?
For the eggs?
Yeah.
Let me get the list here. Yeah, and it's different cartons too. I don't see the list, but I thought it was like 14 states, 9 to 14 states or something like that.
Okay.
I just pulled up CS 137.
Mm-hmm.
There is a whole bunch of stuff on there. I can't say it up on here, but if anybody gets a chance, go look at it. It'll blow your mind. I mean, they ain't got much of one to blow, but they've done a good job.
Yeah, they want anybody that has just 8 eggs. The infection can include diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and fever for 12 to 72 hours after ingesting the eggs. Otherwise, healthy adults are usually sick for 4 to 7 days.
Wow.
In some cases, however, diarrhea may be so severe that patients require hospitalization, and that's salmonella. But
maybe that's why the eggs has been making me sick every time I eat them.
where do you get you get eggs from your backyard, don't you?
No, it was before that. It was before that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't what you call puking sick, but my stomach was uptight.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Grace, I know where you're coming from on that one.
Yeah.
How many times has people up in here gone to work puking sick?
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody up in here has.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, I went to work after dislocating my wrist, and it's just now starting to feel where I can actually move it and stuff without, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, well, get back to it and everything. I think we are, what do you call experimental country. I'll put it like that.
We're experimental country, right?
Here's another one. California company recalls eggs because of salmonella outbreak.
Dang, I just bought a bunch of eggs today.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold it. I got one question. It's for the people that know, it's a stupid question. How in the world can an egg get salmonella?
Because it's not cleaned. Because, Jeff, because you worked in it. They're stuck in a cage. They poop where they lay the eggs. And if they're not cleaned correctly, or if, the person who's doing the cleaning or packaging has dirty hands.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, mostly it's human error.
90% of it's human error.
Mm-hmm.
But why did they quit inspecting foods as much? Because I remember them passing a law on that, a few years back.
Well, the thing is, inspectors a lot of times are very lazy, and sometimes they'll bring them a case and they inspect it. They'll do a swab on it. It's okay. You guys are good. I'll sign you off, and boom, they leave. Now the other 10,000 cases are contaminated. This is allegedly, by the way. And that's, or sometimes they inspect once a month at this factory. The rest of the time they're good, you know. They'll go in and say, you have to do this and that, and boom, you're good to go. They say, okay, and then they sign a paper and it's over. Sometimes they just say, I'll sign the paper off. I can't make it to the factory, or, you know, I need a sample, and the sample never comes, and they just put the stuff out anyway. Because a lot of times, and I almost guarantee you, allegedly, that you have these ones that are undeclared, meaning they skip the inspection. So they rush the product out, and they didn't get there. So they say, oh, pull it back. I didn't inspect it. So then they have to go and inspect it, and, you know, and I'm not saying that's true or what, but allegedly, you know, that kind of stuff happens.
It sounds like to me the government needs to hire more inspectors, and the ones that don't do their job needs to hit the pavement. But then again, I'm not government.
Yeah. Well, I think it's they need to change the system around, because there's so much more people, there's so much more going out, that they just can't run it the same way they did, you know, 40 years ago.
Well, it's like I said a little bit ago, allegedly, I do believe we are an experimental country. They trying everything on us first.
Well, I wouldn't say money's more important than who they're selling to. So if, you know, if they can save 1.5 cents on a can of pop, they'll put high fructose sugar in there instead of sugar, just to save that 1.2% cent on that can. Or it's cheaper to make a gallon of artificial color than it is to grow a beet and extract the color from that beet, you know, that kind of thing. It's all about money. And the thing is, we're so used to this, you know, buying the food, and then once, well, why is it organic costs 3 and 4 times more than a regular vegetable? You know, it's you know, everybody thinks that organic is better. sometimes, majority of the time it is, but as growers and stuff, or the middleman, sometimes they put a label on stuff that it's not actually organic. It's just the regular produce. They just put a label on it and sell it as organic. Now, who knows the regulations and stuff for organic, say organic tomato? Now,
No.
it could be, it used to be, you couldn't use pesticides. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do that. Some fertilizers okay and stuff like that. There's a list you go to, and if you check like 3 of the list, then it's okay. It's organic. There's so many loopholes now, and these companies know all those loopholes because they have lawyers that rummage through all this stuff to find those loopholes.
Grace, 100%. I agree.
And, RFK, I really hope he does what he says he wants to do.
All we
Again-
done was on who told the best lie.
Yeah. And I'm not saying he won't or anything, but saying you want, I want to go wash my car. Well, I want to, by the time I get out there, they put regulators on my hose, so I can only use 10% of the water. So I get out there and I can't do it. That doesn't mean I didn't want to. It's because there's things in my way stopping me from doing that. Now, there are other things that, instead of, the regulations and the state this and the government that, there are other things saying, well, I'm going to go wash my car. So I head out there and I just don't feel like it. And this guy is going to pay me 10% to say it is washed. And then I go back and say, hey, I washed my car. But actually I didn't, because I got paid, allegedly.
Now, I remember way before 2020, okay? I forget which state and town it was in. But if you lived in the city, they would fine you if you washed your car on account of the chemicals would go into the drains and everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, I forget which city it was. I'm sitting there, but yet the car washes, you can take your car to the car wash and wash them. What's the difference?
Well, the thing is, that's their legal way of reducing the water waste. Because, believe it or not, the water that goes down the drains and the toilets and everything else, they have to do something with that. You just don't run it into the water, into the rivers and lakes and stuff. It has to be recycled.
Okay,
And
now what?
sometimes that wastewater, it costs more than the actual water itself. So a lot of places, a lot of cities and stuff are trying to reduce the wastewater.
Right. But look at it like this, and this just hit me for some reason. Everybody cleans their commodes, okay? You use bleach. I ain't gonna say all at the same time, but you use bleach, you use Clorox, you may use pine salt accidentally here and there, you know. Yeah, I mean, you got different chemicals that different people use in the city, but yet it all goes to the same place, you know.
Yeah.
And when they recycle it, do they really get all of it out, or do they just say that they got all of it
Yeah.
out?
Well, again, they're allowed so much to slip through. There's like that little bit that, oh, that's okay, you know.
Now, yeah, I mean, we've been hearing this and accepting this our whole life. It's time we need to stop, you know. But who's going to get up there and be brave enough to stop it? I don't think nobody is. I really don't.
No.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know, he could say he wants to do this and that and makes it safe for our kids and actually really means it. But when a big company comes to him and says, I'm getting ready to cat jumping up here.
Uh-huh.
Now, he just jumped about 8 feet to jump up here
Really?
in a distance, not height, but yeah.
Oh. If they can
Because
jump
I could see him out of the corner of my eye, shaking his butt, trying and getting reared up to jump. Anyway, like I said, he could want all he want, you know, to fix our food and everything. And you get these big companies come by and say, $100 million, move on to something else. That's, and this is alleged, you know, I'm not saying that happens, but you know, $100 million. Ooh, I'm not saying, you know, he would do that, or, you know, if I was in that place, $100 million, my kids would be set. Their grandkids would be set.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, morals kind of go out the windows at some point. And I'm not saying everybody would do that, or they wouldn't, or they would or wouldn't, but it's, you know, you come down to it, it's like, ooh. And, you know, the oil company does this, you know, the water companies, the fertilizer companies, drug companies, you know, internet companies, you know, cable TV, the music industry. You could go down the line how things are divvied up, you know, look the other way type thing.
Well, you know, you give me a whole new perspective on that verse. Wait a minute. Poor people stand a better chance getting into heaven than a rich person does. I understand a lot. Because a rich person's going to lie, cheat, steal, whatever they can to keep what they got. A poor person, they ain't got nothing to lose.
And
really?
The thing is, you're not taking it with you.
Exactly.
Oh, I bought all this. I bought a new statue for the church, and I paid to get the windows redone. Do you think, you know, you're going to take those things up and look at my list of stuff I did to the church?
I wonder how many times.
Who are you?
God has says, and your point is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I said it jokingly, you know, kind of break a little bit of tension there. But that'll make you think, you know.
Yeah. And he knows when, you know, that that little fraction of a second where your thoughts go one way,
Yeah.
like, you know, that little voice in your head when a stinky homeless person comes up and asks, "You got any change?" And you know you could give that person money, but you say, "No, I don't have anything on me," and you walk away. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason why you don't go to heaven or something, but he knows that. he knows that split second of that thought, that because you could, you know, go all the way back to Adam and Eve, that because they say that was the well, the sin was eating the apple, but you could also go back before that is when she thought it, you know, when the devil was talking to Eve and saying, you know, eat this and you'll be as powerful as God and this and that. That thought, when that entered her brain, that was the first sin. Not when they actually ate it. It's the thought, that first thing that comes into your brain.
But then again, how many of them were really humans? Just testing you to see what you would do or say.
Well,
Life with Bobby, you right. That's where the collection plate gets passed around. And there's a bunch I can say on that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, better for me just keep my mouth shut, which is going to be hard, but I'll do it. But then, I mean, getting back to the topic, it's not just radioactive or nothing like it. If you want a salad or if you want organic fruit, grow it yourself. You know what?
You know what's really bad is when ding dongs get recalled. It's pretty bad when your ding dong gets recalled because of mold.
I'm leaving that well alone.
Yeah,
You're talking about the kid, the sugar.
the Hostess ding dong. Yeah, the chocolate cream or cream filled cake thing. Yeah, but
Well, you
that's
had a
one
lot
heck of a label. You know, if I could probably do
You
a
had a
little
lot of
short
people
on that.
check-
It'd probably do really good. my ding dong was recalled because of mold.
I double dog dare you.
I don't know if I keep a straight face with that one. And it's not clear in reading this. It's not clear if these contaminated ding dongs ever made it to the retailers, or if the company withdrew them before hitting the shelves. However, at least one store has alerted customers to this recall.
How would you alert the customer? Hey, your ding dong may be contaminated.
You need to bring your ding dong back in. It's got mold on it.
Yeah, but I wonder how many wives brought their husbands back with them. Eric, you not chiming in on this?
I'm just going to leave that alone.
You know he's laughing.
uh, and here's the ending statement. Therefore, if you have Hostess Ding Dong products that may contain mold, you should not consume them. Instead, throw them away or return them to the place of purchase for a full refund or replacement. Now,
Wait a minute. Does it say anything about ho-hos getting recalled?
no, just ding dongs. 2-count Hostess chocolate ding dong single serve, or a 10-count Hostess chocolate ding dong, and a 16-count Hostess chocolate ding dong family pack. And all the products, August 30th, 2025 to August 31st, 2025, the best sell date. So just hold off going out and getting your ding dongs until after next month.
I have never seen a family pack of ding dongs. I saw that. Okay, let's get off of this subject. Let's get off of ding dongs before I really slip up. Wait a minute, that didn't come out right. Before I say something I shouldn't there.
A lot of times when I was doing those recalls, a lot of stuff came from Canada. A lot of times they don't declare stuff in Canada like we do here.
Really?
Yeah. Eric must be napping.
Is that him snoring in the background? Yeah.
I've been so busy today. I just got home, fed the cats, and it was time to go live.
He's asleep. Listen.
And again, I don't know. I haven't checked yet today. So, who wants to make bets on if 101 goes live tonight?
I'm not betting.
Because he told me, I think it was Friday when we talked. He said, I'm gonna go live tomorrow, and I said okay. I didn't say anything, but I just said okay. And Saturday come, and then we look, and it says Sunday. Sunday comes around, and it says Monday. That Monday comes around, it says Tuesday. So we'll have to see.
I looked for it Monday night, but I didn't see nothing up there.
Yeah, he keeps changing the date on it. It's the same one, but let me see. Let's see if he's got it. Oh, he changed it again.
Did he?
Yep, it's the 6th now.
Wait a minute. That is Saturday.
So I guess he's not going live tonight.
You know, we ought to call him up. Eric's doing some heavy breathing down there.
I am.
Yeah, you was asleep, wasn't you?
Yeah, you caught me dozing, Jeff.
That wasn't no dozing. That was a full out snore war you was having.
Dang. I forget whose stream I did that on once, and boy, I took a beating the next day.
Hey, where did you fall asleep at? Them recalling ding dongs because they had mold on it, or was it?
Yeah, you know,
Your transmission all day makes you tired, man.
you know,
Wait a
it's
minute, automatic or straight drive?
Automatic.
Oh God.
Yeah.
oh, if it was stick shift, it wouldn't have all that problem.
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
You just have to change the
gears
clutch.
and- Yep. If it was a hot rod, I'd have a 4-speed. I'll tell you that much.
I pulled one automatic transmission. I've never pulled another one.
Nope. Geez, sorry,
Yeah.
guys. If I was
Dude,
I hate when you take the transmission out and it's not over your head. You have to crawl underneath the car and pull it out.
My friend did that with a bumper jack. Crazy.
That's horrible.
Mhm.
I've seen some ribs get cracked like that.
Well,
Turbo
that's when
400.
what do they call them? The little scooter things that you go under the car with.
Yeah.
Creeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. That put that underneath there and then push it out.
Well, the way I brought mine down is I took a floor jack and jacked it up and backed it out like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But if you ain't got one, if you're on dirt, that's not going to work.
Tell me about it. That's what you don't go buy a sheet of plywood.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I got my engine oil changed while I was under the transmission messing around, too. So we're all good. Fresh oil and filter.
Well,
Poor B. You don't like this auto talk.
well, it's got to the point now that I have to take my vehicles in to get worked on. And the bad thing about it is, in my mind, I know how to do it, but my body won't let me do
Sure, it will.
it. I tried not
Yeah.
too long ago.
That's like on the truck when my brakes went out. I know how to change brake lines. I just don't want to. So I took it in and let them do it. Well, if it's an older car, it's a breeze working on it. I hate trying to cram my hands into something that my hands don't fit in, and you get scraped up, and it's just more work than what it needs to be.
I need a light bulb on one of my turn signals right front. And I can't get my damn fist up in there. I can't. There's no room.
Yeah.
Well, with these new cars that has come out, you've got to be a contortionist just to change the oil in some of them.
Yeah, you got to move 5 parts to get to one.
Even this, the car I have now is, if I have to change the battery, I have to take the wheel off, and then the whole inside thing.
I hate the ones
just to get to the battery.
I hate the new cars with the battery in the back floorboard.
Oh, that's a lot easier than.
Well, it is, but when the customer don't tell you what a battery is, you never change one like that. You look like a fool.
Well, B, would you rather us talk about moldy ding dongs? They're Taylor Farms recalling it salad kits, which I never got into the salad kits.
No.
I just make the stuff myself. And it's a lot cheaper.
I hear the lettuce. Lettuce, cucumber, maters.
Gotta have them maters.
Yeah.
Radishes. Bacon bits.
Don't forget your onion.
Oh, there's Bluebell ice cream has been recalled too.
You can keep your onion.
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 Let's say onion.
Right. That's when you're having a salad with French dressing. Onion.
I can't get that deep south onions.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah, there's another package of the shrimp. It's radioactive.
Yeah.
All the way back into the 1st of August.
And I was thinking about having a grilled shrimp when I got my grill fixed.
Yeah, look it up. Make sure it's not the ones. Here's a recall from New Jersey. Oh no.
I don't know nothing.
I'm shocked. New Jersey, mercy me.
I'll call up Carmine after.
Okay, this is an interesting one. New Jersey company recalls meat because of fake USDA inspection labels.
Hey, we talked about recalling ding dongs. Now we're talking about recycling meat.
Yeah. Not recycling it.
Jeff, don't call Carmine a ding dong. You don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one too. And I can't talk about it too much, but FDA issues 3rd warning about frozen oysters from the Republic of Korea that is linked to the N virus outbreak.
Really?
Yeah, just don't say the word. But everybody should know what virus that is.
That started in 2020, allegedly.
No, this one. Well, actually, it's before that, but
okay,
it come out afterwards. Well, it got more known afterwards. I'll put it that way.
I got you, Grace. You so right. I mean, what? At least once a week, if you add them up, there's about 50 different recalls.
Oh,
name me one food that has not been recalled within the last 15, 20
A
years.
fresh pheasant that is just knocked out of the air by your pappy and his.
It's being recalled because it has buckshot.
Bird shot. We have to take them out. And if you get a little lead shot and then you just spit it out. That's all.
It won't be the first time, Eric.
No, I've had lead shot before. Hell, when I used to fish, you used to bite on the split shot sinkers on and off.
That's almost as fun as a watermelon seed fight.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'd love to bring them days back again.
You can't get watermelons with seeds in them now.
Yeah, well,
just finished a bowl with seeds in it. Watermelon. Believe it or not, they're BOGO too at Publix.
I guess I'll start chewing the back and pretend like it's watermelon seed.
Oh man, I used to. Everyone had some chaw back in the day. 17, 18 years old.
Dude, I used to be able to take a chaw tobacco, drink a drink, and chew chewing gum all at the same time and not get it mixed up.
Oh, man. Yep. Especially if you're driving too, a stick shift, a 4-speed. You have to worry about your cigarette burning your upholstery.
Can you now, dude? Do you remember?
I remember everything.
Wait a minute. When was it? Back in the 70s, when a guy's pickup truck on the driver's side was brown, and you wondered why.
He's trying to spit out the one window.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you could not pay me enough back then to wash them trucks.
And why was the back seat of a car always the one that had all of the little burn marks in the upholstery? That's where your cigarette butt heads that used to fly back there when your windows were down.
Yeah.
Eric, back in your day, do you remember test driving the car, looking in the back seat, and the roof had high heel marks in it?
That one I never saw. I mean, I don't doubt it, but
Yeah. Jeff went for those 7 foot tall women.
sounds like Heels Up Harris if the roof was.
I ain't saying nothing.
Dixie, get the skillet.
Right. Jeff's talking about his escapades in the
Jeff is real quiet.
That's a good one.
Well, look, I'm going to tell on myself. The very first car that I drove, I came back, and Daddy asked me, what's the holes in the roof up on the ceiling? I walked out there and I went, darn. He said, what? I said, him high heel marks. Daddy didn't say nothing.
I got the perfect name for your first book, Jeff.
Don't know it. Don't know.
It's
No.
called Backseat Escapades of Bare Truth.
The second one will be the iron skillet that went bomb.
Second one would be how long I was in a coma from a skillet.
That'd be my second book.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be weird.
Now, somebody have to write it for me.
Someone would have to write it for you.
Yeah.
Your ears would still be ringing from that skillet.
What's that?
Hey, what you say?
I hear church bells.
Well, if you remember, because I was looking what this comment, but if you remember, we used to have wings, that little window up front. Now, if you could flick your ashes out that very easily, but if somebody rolled their window down, it would go right back at you.
It would.
Jeff, I was thinking of you today. I found a skillet. I guess it was my grandma's. And it's a number 4. And it's made by Griswold.
Oh.
And it says Erie, Pennsylvania, 702.
Yeah, that's an old one.
And it's got a cross with a circle around the cross right in the middle, and it says Griswold across the.
I can.
Dude, you got some money in your hands.
And it's got little pour spouts on each side of the pan.
I can send you to a guy that he knows every little thing about cast iron. Oh man.
And the thing about this piece of cast iron, it's as smooth as glass.
Oh God, yes. Is it real heavy?
For its size, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find him.
The outside is, got more of a orange peel to it than the inside is pretty smooth. Looks like something I could get about 4 or 5 eggs in with some sausage and mix it all up and some green onions and make me a skillet.
Wouldn't have to use
a Western skillet.
Would not have to use a spatula.
Hope not. Slide right out.
Can you turn over an egg without flipping the pan or using a spatula?
Without flipping a pan?
Yeah. Or using a spatula. Can you turn an egg over?
Well, nobody can.
Oh, yes. It can be done.
Well, if you're not flipping the pan, you might slip the pan sideways
Nope,
and catch
nope,
it.
nope, nope. Your hands will not touch that pan, and nothing will go, nothing metal or plastic will go in that pan.
Well, you tell me how that's
I
done.
Oh.
bet you I can flip an egg.
That's
He
got to be.
picks the stove up and it's like this.
I did. I wasn't gonna tell him how to do it.
No, but there is a trick to that though. I've seen it
Yes,
before.
sir. No, don't. I figured you would know. That's why I said Eric.
Yeah.
No, I normally don't play with my eggs. I'll just let them cook.
Wait a minute, Eric. If you have eggs, something's wrong.
My chicken eggs, man. What I'm cooking for
Oh, okay,
breakfast.
you talking about chicken eggs. Okay, I'll let you slide now.
Hmm.
Hey, what?
And no, I don't have 2. I have 3 because I like to eat.
I bet you What knows it. What?
Wow.
If you know the secret, don't say nothing. But I'm trying to bet Eric I can flip an egg over in a frying pan without touching the frying pan or using a spatula.
Has this egg been broken out of its shell or not?
Oh,
Yes, it
Huh?
has.
It
Yes,
has? Is this pan hot or no?
Yeah.
So the egg is in the process of cooking or is it already cooked?
It's in the process of being fried.
It's in the process of being fried. This is a bullshit question.
I seen my daddy do it one time, and he put $20 in his pocket from that. And ever since then, once in a blue moon, I'll try it, and it still works.
yeah. I remember people saying, "Oh, you never cook eggs in a cast iron." Why? Oh, it ruins them. Like, how does an egg ruin it? Now,
Nobody's in the kitchen but me.
if that pan is not seasoned right, I would assume it's like that. But if you got a good flat surface and it's smooth,
We got Eric's mind wandering now.
No, I'm past that. When someone says my daddy made money doing that, I just what you lost me there. But no, I was thinking of my grandma because she used to use cast iron a lot, but she also cooked a lot in aluminum. She had this real big aluminum frying pan with a black handle, and she would do practically everything in that. And I think a lot of chefs, like if you watch TV shows, they're not all cooking out of stainless. A lot of like diners, drive-ins, and dives and all that. Those guys are using big aluminum pans and pots back there cooking their stuff up.
Let me tell you this. The first time I seen it, my daddy was cooking in a restaurant and he did it on a flat top grill. And when he got home, he showed me how to do it in the frying pan.
Well, okay. Well, let's hear it.
No. You got
Why? I am not betting you no money. No, I'm still waiting for that $20 you owe me. I ain't betting you no more money.
No. I don't know.
oh, that sounds good.
I know. I'm only kidding you. But you got to tell it now.
What life? That sounds good.
And talk about cooking. We have to go to that. If you haven't already watched it, I haven't checked and seen it, if it's doing any good or not. I just put out a video today because it's Dump Tuesday. And I probably should come up with a different name, but I'm just going to stick with that anyway. It's garlic parmesan chicken stew, and it's actually really good.
I got to see that.
I gotta look.
Eric, to settle that argument.
No, that's not an argument.
No, okay, disagreement. If you're doing it in a cast iron frying pan, it's got to be well seasoned. You know, to where, let's say you can pick up the fry pan and move it, and the egg will go all the way around in the frying pan.
Right.
Set the frying pan back down and blow it. It'll flip over.
Well, you need to make a video of that and put a short up.
I'm not making no video of that because everybody will know, and I can't make no money then.
Well, they know now.
Only these people in here do, okay? But if I make a video, it'll go worldwide, and I'll have #1 video out, and everybody will see it.
Is that true? What? Oh man.
Oh, it was really good.
Did it taste good?
Yeah, I got maybe a bowl left in the fridge. Will probably be tonight's late night. Yeah.
Homemade Alfredo.
And it's not that much stuff, you know.
Does pasta have a lot of calories? Serious.
That's a lot of carbs.
Well, it's the bad carbs.
So, in other words, if you're on a diet, don't eat pasta, correct?
No, not
No.
necessarily.
Pasta or bread. And,
portion control.
When it comes to fettuccine, there is no portion control. There's a whole
No.
damn 10-gallon pot.
Fettuccine Alfredo with radioactive shrimp and scallops. That's what I'm going for.
Man, oh, Lord have mercy. I need to come down to Florida.
Yep. That of course was a joke.
showing the side nipple.
Yeah. Too much side.
Trying to get them extra views, are you? What?
You know, I had to read that twice.
No, I read it. I already asked him what was going on there, but
I thought he said they were packed with crabs. And then
there you
I
go,
looked
Grace.
again.
That could make some money. First place I'm shipping Florida shrimp to is Jeff's house.
Non-radiated shrimp.
Non-radiated shrimp.
Puff, puff.
Hey there, Lewis.
Puff, puff, pass, pass.
I wasn't going to say the other two.
Yeah, you were.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, today
Man.
was Taco Tuesday at my local watering hole. I got to drop a short on that. That was some good fixings.
Eric, with all the restaurants that you are surrounded by, which is the best home cooked restaurant down there?
They're a mom and pop stuff. They're not. It's it's not a chain restaurant or nothing. It's
Oh, I know that. I mean, name.
One is Kiki's.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a good one besides Carrabba's. Another big one is oh God, what's the name of that? See now I got a brain fart here.
Chicken and rice soup. I've always wanted to make it.
Well, Longhorn's pretty good, but Texas Roadhouse is real good. They got a
That
killer
ain't home
ribeye.
cooked.
They got a killer ribeye. You order it medium rare. Oh,
That's
Ooh.
not home.
well, damn close. When the steak
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you.
It's hard not to home cook a steak unless it's a frozen steak or something like that.
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse steaks will
And
never.
they got that loaded baked potato with everything but the kitchen sink in it. And
Tell me about it. I love
you better
that.
go in there. You better go in there with stretch pants because you're coming out with your belt unbuckled.
You better starve yourself for about 2 or 3 days too.
Beef and broccoli. Is that like the stir fry beef and broccoli?
Beef and broccoli. Is that what a meat sauce be?
I'm trying to.
That's a good dish.
What kind of meat? Beef and broccoli it is.
It's probably broccoli florets, and it's probably like cubed up beef, like stew beef.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Thank
To
you.
which one? My question or Eric's?
Who's asking the question?
I want a good, juicy hamburger with homemade chili, homemade slaw. But
You got any Bob Evans around you, Jeff?
Oh no!
I
You gotta
do
be
my
kidding
own.
me.
I do my own.
That's almost as
That's what I was getting at.
bad as McDonald's.
Bob Evans.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
We used to
Frozen
have.
patties is what they give you for a hamburger.
So does everybody else now. And they call it juicy.
We got a Cody's Roadhouse, which is good.
Excuse me.
Sirloin to broccoli and okay, yeah, it's stir fry type. Yeah.
Outback still has pretty good food if you know what to order.
Shit, Outback here costs about twice as much as Texas Roadhouse.
You never eaten it in China?
Oh man, the woman that takes care of my pops during the day. I stopped in there the other day and she got something from Panda Express and I'm like, what in the hell is that? And it was in this big square styrofoam container that had a fold over lid.
Yeah.
And it was loaded with everything. I could smell the MSG when I came in the front door. It's huge.
Smelled good, didn't
it? It's sitting on my father's lap, and his fork was like a blur, and I'm like, what the hell are you eating? So I'm not into all of that.
Eric,
I mean, I like that, but not that amount.
Eric, you want to see something funny? You need to watch my brother eat with a plastic fork and spoon. You'll be seeing sparks come off of them things.
I got an email the other day asking me if I would do a video on ranger beads. And I'm like, well, don't everybody know about how to use them?
They taste like dirt.
I didn't say nothing about beads. I said ranger beads.
Oh, beads. Okay.
Yeah. Beads.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen them. I have no idea how to use none.
Well, they're very important if you want to travel somewhere on foot and stuff, and you like to read a map, and because to determine how far it is from point A to point B, and then you have to go another direction. It makes sense, but I always thought that it was everybody knew that kind of stuff.
No.
And he was saying he's heard of them and knows the concept of them, but doesn't know how they actually work. And the thing is, what'll be hard to get past somebody would be you have to, it's meters and kilometers. We don't, when doing ranger beads, and it's not finished, but of course it's green. I got to stop doing stuff in green. But right there are beads right there. Well, they're not beads. They're the string in a knot. So
Is
to
that
speak.
is that a paracord?
Yeah, I do these in paracord, and you get a clip and you put it on, and each one of these is depending on, and this is part of something that you have to work on before you just say, oh, I'm going to go out in the woods and do it. Find out how long a meter is, or a meter, and measure it off, and how long it takes you to make a stride. Who knows what a stride is?
It's when you're walking.
Okay, but how do you measure it? How do you measure it?
By walking. You've got to step on one known spot on the ground. And then when you take another stride, you stop there. You make a mark on the tip of your foot. And then you measure back to the article you picked when you started.
Well, see, that's the thing. A stride is you put your foot down and you place your foot down, your right foot down, and then bringing your left foot up once it touches. So that movement of your lead foot, whatever lead foot you're going with, has to come down. The other foot comes up and down, and then your lead foot comes down again. That is a stride. And like I've already measured mine years ago, and it's 63. And it changes if you're going up a hill, or if you're going. It changes somewhat. So every time you count it off and you do those strides, you get up to 63 or whatever yours are. And that also, if you're carrying a pack or something, that changes too. So every time you do, you drop your bead, which you guys can't see because it's green. You drop a bead. Or whatever the measurement you're using, you drop it, and then you do another one, and you have 9 beads up here. Once you do the 9th one, then you have down at the next one, you have 4. And that's once you get through that, the 4, that's a kilometer. That's how you determine, where it's at. And how many people know how to read longitude and latitude on a map? Just a random question. And I thought this was a well-known thing, for older people that didn't use GPS and stuff like that. I don't remember it being taught in school though, but I remember learning about it. I don't know where I learned it, but you look at a map and it has the numbers and stuff on one side, and it has numbers and stuff or letters on the other side. And that's how you determine longitude and latitude. And that's how you determine where something is on a map. And I was shocked that a lot of people don't know that. And like if you're going to learn this navigation stuff, you need, and I forget what it's called. It's maybe 4 inches, a little under. I actually think it's 10 centimeters. A little ruler that
boat captains used to use.
it's a little, and even actually, I have something right here, but who knows how, and this is probably green too. Who knows how to use one of these things?
Compass?
Yeah.
I got 2 or 3 of them.
What, do you know how to use them? And I forget the names and stuff of you have the outside of this turns in certain areas, and it has markers on it and stuff to where
your degrees.
Like if you have to go to a certain mountain and you're heading, and north is over this way, and you mark it on here, you find due north and you set it right there, and then you turn this, and again I forget what it's called on the compass, that little turny thing on the side.
I call it a degree finder.
No, it has a name, but I forget what it's called. But and again, that's why I said you need that the little ruler that goes with this, and you can have it with your map or a map that's drawn up or anything.
Well, wait a minute. Is that the one I sent you?
Yeah.
It should have a ruler built in on it.
No, that's different, and usually they do have a ruler on the back, or on the sides.
Yeah,
it has. Yeah, it has.
Yeah,
but that's not the one I'm talking about. It's
okay.
It's something else for actual reading maps and stuff. And the more we email back and forth, he didn't know any of this kind of stuff, and I thought it was like common knowledge for people that grew up before GPS. And I was kind of surprised that he didn't know any of this stuff. So I'm not saying I'm an expert, because I don't know fancy words about all this other stuff, but I do know how to read a map, longitude and latitude, and finding and like the ranger beads, and they're called something else too. I forget. Let me see what. I've always heard them called ranger beads.
How many people know how to read a topo map?
Oh, pace beads, yeah. And I think even the military, they teach this stuff, because when my son came back, he was cleaning out his backpack, and he said, "Oh, I bet you don't know what these are." And I said, "Those are ranger beads." How'd you know? I never thought of teaching that to my kids either, because I thought, well, nowadays they have GPS and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now that I'm sitting there thinking about it, it makes sense to know this kind of stuff, because GPS may be gone one day, and you have to travel through a certain area, and you can only do 10 kilometers north, and then you have to go 3 kilometers east, and then go northwest another 5 kilometers to get through a certain area that is bad area or something, you wouldn't want to be off by 10 meters or a couple kilometers or something like that, because you may be in a bad area, somebody else's territory or something.
Is Vineyard day's Tuesday.
This is Tuesday. Yeah, they didn't go live Sunday or Monday. I think I didn't ask or anything, but I think they're out of the state again. Yeah, because they're really busy.
The thing that I was thinking of now, of course, this is if you're on the water, is a sextant.
Oh yeah,
That's a
whole
measure.
Ball game.
That measures the angle between two visible objects, most commonly the sun or a star, and the horizon. By taking this measurement at a precise time, a navigator can calculate their latitude and longitude using a nautical almanac. A compass measures direction, typically indicating magnetic north. This tells a navigator their bearing, but not their position.
Yeah. And have you ever seen how they navigated and stuff back in the 1400s and all that time? They would put a weight and they would count how long because they could test the currents and stuff like that. I watched a show one time when how they navigated and stuff, and it was just amazing how they come up with stuff like that back then. Yeah. And they had these tools for this. I think the first one of the times I seen it was on Shogun. If you remember what that was.
The series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they were doing that, not because they put little bits in there because they weren't headed to Japan when they crashed on in Japan. TV antenna.
What about TV antenna?
Grace got Dana got yeah, there it is. Emergency alert test. I don't miss those anymore. I don't. When you get public TV, you don't get them anymore.
Even with cable, you get them.
I don't
no matter what station it goes 5-10 minutes, and it's the same thing.
Now, in some states, they're starting to redo that again. I know here in North Carolina, they're starting to redo it.
Well, the thing that gets me is they would say, "Oh, this is a blah 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 broadcast, the monthly test."
Yeah.
15 minutes later, boom, it goes off again. I'm like, wait a minute. Next week it goes off again. It's a monthly test. Why is it going off every couple of hours?
Different channels.
No, same channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's when we did have cable.
Actually, though, you'd want an emergency warning system regardless, whether it's digital or analog or whatever. Or
some cases, yeah.
Just a big air horn siren that would wind up slow and get louder and louder and louder.
Warning, there is a nuclear missile headed for your town.
Allegedly.
That's when you put that ribeye on the steak or that ribeye on the grill. No matter where you go, it's.
Would you want to know? You have about 30 minutes to live. What are you going to do?
I'm not. I mean, no.
During a
It's not
hurricane
like
or
you're going to drive out, you're going to race it down the road and get away from it.
No. You're just gonna, because it's gonna explode over about 1,000 feet above you, and you're just gonna hear, and that's it.
Big flash and
A flash
your
and then
vapors.
a shockwave, and then
if you see
your
the
house is
flash,
gone,
don't
and
look
you're
at it.
just a shadow somewhere. So,
If you at a distance and see the flash, don't look at it. It'll blind you. Man, I got super glue all over my fingers.
And you don't have to go into work.
Now my mirror fell. My rear mirror in my truck fell, and you know how my hands are. And hell,
well,
it took.
did it fall off of the metal piece that's glued to the windshield, or did both pieces fall off?
It fell off of the glass.
Oh, okay.
There's not a piece of metal still sticking on the glass?
Now,
Okay, go to the auto parts store. You can get rear view mirror repair kit.
Yeah.
Take a razor scraper right where
Yeah.
first, and right where you'll see where the old glue is.
oh yeah,
Take a razor scraper, and then you put down they give you a little primer, and then they give you a little bit of super glue.
would
And
you
you push
believe?
that. Make sure you put that metal button on the right way, because if the ridge
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
on the here,
The curved part goes up.
Yeah.
you're not going to get but it's got to be the right way though.
The
ridge
thing
has to
is,
be on the
make sure you take that metal thing off the mirror first, because you won't be able to get that mirror off if you have to remove it for some whatever reason.
Oh, I've been through all that. I know all about that.
I've seen people glue the whole thing on.
That's not my
that's
first
not.
rodeo.
No, it's just a Torx head or Phillips head screw that'll loosen that off of it.
Torque head.
Mine has, wires going into it and everything. And I didn't know what it was for, because I didn't have one of the newer cars. And somebody a few weeks back said it's because I have a button, and I push the button and a light comes on, a little light, and then I push it again and two lights come on, and I push it again and they go off. And I'm like, what is this for?
Maybe that's one of them $1,500 rear view mirrors you'd have to spend to replace it.
No, if you push it, and if somebody with brights behind you, it dims it's an auto dimmer.
Mirror. Okay.
Yeah, it dims the mirror so it's not blinding you. I'm like, it works. Now, there was just something that you could put on the front of the windshield to where somebody with brights would reflect it back and blind them.
Do you remember the company J.C. Whitney?
Of course. They
Yeah.
used to have a big ass thick catalog.
Yeah,
Come out.
yeah. I wish I'd bought it at the time, but you got to give the make and model of your car. And what they do is they send you a rear window louver, is what it was. Somebody come up behind you in their bright lights, it would shine it back into their face.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's,
that's what that little
said.
switch is on the bottom of your rear view mirror.
Yeah, it flips it
Down.
up. So it,
Up or down.
yeah.
That's when you play 101 and put lights on backwards.
Wow. Today's crazy, man. I wouldn't brake check anybody or do any of that.
No.
No,
You
you're
could
right.
end up with 55 holes along your door, and it's just it ain't worth it.
That's why I told my daughter, I was driving my daughter, and somebody cut her off. So beep, 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 beep. So what are you doing? They cut me off. You're still alive. They're still alive. I said, just let it go and get along with your life. How do you know that person is not ready to
A psychopath.
click and do very bad things?
Or have mental illness or some
Yeah.
other kind.
I said, you let him go and you slow down, let him go and be pissed at somebody else, or, whatever the case may be. Just
There's a crane off the west coast again. But Grace, you're on the east coast. How can you see that far? Wait a minute. There's a cane off the crane. No, cane.
Talking the west coast of Africa, get Grace?
It's got to be. But she can't see the west coast.
We've been pretty quiet and lucky, so I don't. Off of Florida's west coast?
Did I read that right?
Well, it's probably in the Caribbean movie.
it's a question. So somebody must have said something about a crane.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the question mark. Spell crane.
Which one?
I don't want to talk about that word. It's bad.
Yeah. Read the question marks, Jeff. Read the question marks.
Yeah, I see that now after you said something.
What was the question related to? I guess would be a good one.
Yeah.
Grace, don't type that in. That's a bad word.
Is that a?
Oh, okay. Yeah, short for that. So there's one on the West Coast, not the bird. Here. Oh, she did mean Florida. Okay.
The only thing off the west coast.
I'm confused now.
And sharks. Thanks, B. Appreciate it.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, I figured it was moving into the Yucatan Peninsula or something like that over there.
Oh, let's see here.
So what you having for dinner tonight, Charles?
Probably soup or a sandwich. Because that's why I was at the Amish place. Got some olive loaf and provolone cheese because it was on sale.
They make their own olive loaf there?
Yeah.
Wonder how they do that.
Well, the meat, when it's raw, I'm assuming it's all ground up really fine, right, almost like a paste, and they mix the olives in it, and then they cook it in a loaf thing,
right,
or whatever chunk of meat thing, and then they slice it up. I've got one. It's got a hand crank on it and the whole shebangy.
Yeah, I got one of them. Actually, I got 3 of them.
And it's got solar on top of it too.
Yep.
Actually, solar works pretty good because I set this outside and charged my phone up
Mm-hmm.
when I didn't have power. And I could have charged it at other means, but I wanted to test how long it would take to charge. Oh, you got to watch out for that Karen. Anytime they name a storm after Karen, you know it's going to be a doozy.
I've seen plenty of Karens get body slammed on YouTube.
Let me see if there's anybody going live. The Angry Prepper is live now. Litter Mountain Homestead is live. I think they're traveling somewhere though. Oh, they're in the car. Yeah. Must not have made it home yet. I'm assuming. And I thought the Andel and them were going live at 9. I thought it was 8 o'clock Central, so that would have been 9 o'clock our time. I don't know. Let's see. That's tomorrow. Oh. I was sitting there watching somebody hang drywall, and they're doing it and staggering it. Like, oh, it's drywall, so you're going to have lines every other thing instead of all the way across. Not to mention the other direction. But yeah, if you're not already growing food or having other means of knowing where your food comes from and stuff, I'm not saying that it's going to make life better or than we're already, we see the little smoke trails in the sky and stuff being sprayed all over the place, and you already have PFAS in your DNA. Is it going to make anything different? But it's a weird thing to think about. Oh, taters. Yeah, I gotta harvest mine probably tomorrow. I'll be back. I hear something going on out here.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. That's so cool. Fuzznuts is looking at your computer, Charles. That's too funny. Well, we've got a new host, folks. It's fuzz nuts. It's the fuzz nut hour. Fuzz nuts. Yeah, somebody screenshot that, please. Send it to Bush. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, you.
Are you taking over the show? Huh?
Oh, it's funny. He was just looking around. And we got a new host. It's Fuzz Nuts.
I'm back.
The
Oh, you
neighbor,
missed it. Yeah.
neighbor lady and husband are going at it. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a physical type of thing.
Oh,
It's just yelling.
a lot of yelling. Well, that's always pleasant to hear at this hour.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one situation I don't want to get involved in unless it's, going a certain way.
Who knows? Stop and come out.
Was you going kitty, 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 kitty?
I was.
Yeah, I train my cats to come like if they were dogs. I go, and they and they come.
He just picked his head up. Yeah.
Yeah, other ones woke up and what?
Yeah. Food. Food, dude.
Oh, here comes another one. You gonna come up? Come on.
So no, I won't know where the food's at.
Fluffy one.
How many white cats you got?
That's one of the things is sometimes it's like a third person and it makes things even worse. So just let them do the thing and hopefully it dies down. But only thing I would step in for would be the man doing something to the woman,
Your
that should never be a thing.
Huh?
Do what?
Your bot isn't working tonight, huh?
No, I didn't even turn it on.
Oh, okay.
I just got home. Those catnip ones, they actually have catnip in them. They don't get them that much because they'd be going nutso all the time, but maybe once or twice a day they get them. You look tired. Yeah. I tried to stop one time and got in between them, and the woman started beating the crap out of me.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm trying to save you. Get away from my husband. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just being a barrier,
Well, see, look at it like this. They have to, okay? Because if they don't, when they get home, then he beats the crap out of her because she didn't help him.
Yeah, but you don't want to see that on the streets.
No,
Anyway.
Yeah, no man should ever touch a, and they were actually, that was a subject. When is it okay?
Right.
And there was some.
Oh, there's some big girls out there that
some
put
good
hurt
points that they were putting out there. Because a woman does stuff with her feet to a man, and they said, well, that's fair game.
No, it isn't.
And Yeah, it was, and you would be surprised that because they had ages, like 18 and 20 or 20 to 18 to 25, saying there's nothing different from man and woman. So a man can do, and the older guys saying, "No, you do that in front of me."
Right.
And it's hard to talk about this stuff because you can't talk about it here. But
No.
like I said, and that's another thing about the generation thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that, the younger ones think this way, but they're being programmed that.
Yeah.
Well, I expect to see lights coming on here. It's calmed down. So I don't know if you guys could hear it before or not.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
All right.
I bet you that's what I heard and stepped outside to see if I could see what I was hearing.
Yeah, it is starting to cool down a little bit. About
Mhm.
5 degrees, 6 degrees at night.
It's 64 right now.
When you walk out your door in the morning, that stifling heat doesn't hit you like soup. It's more of you can breathe in deep.
You gonna buy my man a sandwich?
No. No.
Hey, Dixie, you making sandwiches?
Got a peanut butter sandwich. Want one?
Please.
You want her to make you one, or you want me to
Well,
make
why
you
not? She cooks better than you. Of course I want her to make one.
Well,
one? No, when it comes to peanut butter sandwiches,
It's got to be peanut butter and jelly, and you got to grill it.
well,
Fry pan.
see, here's the thing. Have you ever heard of when you mix peanut butter and syrup together?
no.
You never heard that? Huh.
Mm-mm.
If you mix peanut butter, and it's got to be syrup. I mean, like maple syrup type.
No.
Not the fake stuff that they make nowadays, but
Gotta
syrup.
No K-Rose
Got to be
syrup.
from Vermont.
Well, even corn syrup would work if it's, the K-Ro stuff, the original. I don't know what the stuff's made out of now, but peanut butter and syrup, and you mix it together, and it's actually pretty good.
We'll have to
Try that. I've got them both.
Bushcraft. I'll try that. I'll try that peanut butter sandwich. You'll try my peanut butter sandwich.
I thought you were going to say that dang hot dog thing. I'm not going to
Nah,
carve a.
I'm about over
Pickle dog? Pickle dog are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a couple of days now. That is just, Jeff, you and I have to have a talk.
Yeah, peanut butter and honey. Yeah, that's
That's
like
good,
the syrup thing. Yeah.
Yep. Honey's good on an English muffin too.
And another thing my dad used to say he used to do is get old bread from the night before, slices, and he would pour coffee on it and sprinkle sugar on top of it. That would be breakfast. And I tell people about that, and ooh, what's that?
what, that coffee soup?
No, it's coffee over the bread.
Oh,
Hey,
I
Josh.
know, but I'm sitting here trying to think. It seemed like somebody was talking about coffee soup a while back ago.
I don't know.
I'm sitting here trying to think of it, but
Hey,
I do
Josh.
remember if
See,
I
Jeff-
tried that, I would barf.
See, Jeff Watt even said you better not have no damn pickle dogs when he comes up there.
No, see, he's wanting one. He'll try it. Don't you eat relish on your hot dogs?
Yeah,
Here we go.
not
He's baiting us. He's baiting us.
outside of it.
What's the difference?
It's a big difference.
One's on the outside, the other is in
It's all
between.
going
On
in
top
your
of
belly,
it.
right?
Hey, I'm sure Bigfoot loves pickled dogs.
He likes spam too, but that's that's another thing.
Bigfoot
Oh,
said, let me get out of here. They talking about all this nonsense food now.
He's been catfishing all day.
I would say not overnight. It's not going to last down there in Florida. If you don't open it, its freezers last 6 to 8 hours. So you can imagine the refrigerator's less than that. Yeah, they say 20% of the coldness leaves when you open the door.
Fried pickles are good.
Yeah, now if you breaded the pickle,
yeah,
and fried it first, I think that actually might be a new thing.
No, that is good.
No, I mean for the hot dog. Cut the pickle, dig the center out, and have it into a bun shape, and then dip it in batter and stuff and seasoning, and then deep fry it. Then put your hot dog in there and your toppings and eat it that way.
You know what? That ain't no bad idea either. Now you got me thinking.
Hey Dana, check your fan on the back of your. I don't know if it's a mini fridge or whatever it is. That sometimes they get clogged up, and there's a filter back there too, and it. You got to get air flowing over the coil, or you're not going to get. It's not going to get cold.
Yeah.
That helps a lot too.
Let me mute. I'm gonna mute y'all for a minute.
He's going for a pickle.
Breaded fried pickles left over. Yeah, we tried making the fried pickles, but do it in the air fryer. It wasn't the same.
I'll tell you what, it's not like I haven't done it before. I did 12 jumbo shrimp in the air fryer. And while it was air frying, I went in with garlic butter and some Kinder seasoning. And then I flipped them and I did it again. But I didn't do it. They just started to get opaque, a little pink. And I put that on a salad. Oh my Lord. That might be the end of my frying pan.
Did they glow?
No.
Okay. I think you might be good then.
So she's not coming at me with a frying pan.
No, we said you went for a pickle.
No, Dana B said.
Yeah. No, she wouldn't do that when you're muted. She wants everyone to hear the bing.
Yeah, I know. She wants that cast iron to sing with a ping.
That's right. We want to. I mean, if it's gotta happen, we gotta hear it. There we go.
If y'all ever hear that sound,
call 911.
It'd be too late.
It'd be too late.
If you ever hear that sound, Jeff won't be on a live stream for the next week.
If you hear this, and then this.
Jeff's gone then. That's it.
Are you playing the gong show up there?
He's in the compost pot.
Yeah. Well, why not? That's what some funeral parlors are doing now.
Oh, composting you?
Yep.
Well, yeah. If I guess if you get cremated, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Well, Alma has done.
what was it? Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
They've done tests on the. Well, I'm assuming it when it was grass. I don't know what if it, past that. They did test on it, and there was DNA in the grass.
It is, Sandy.
And how this took place, because it's not like that you can just walk in there and dump it on the field and stuff. I wonder how this stuff got put there,
Probably from a lot of outfielders spitting, infielders spitting, a lot of
this is human remains.
Well, you lose skin when you slide.
No, I about bet you when they get cremated, that's one.
That's what they were getting at, and
oh, okay,
yeah. So you stop and think, I don't know, people say their last wishes, they want to be cremated and their ashes thrown to here or there or whatever. Now, if you sit there and think about it, there's guys running all over them, that person's ashes, sliding, spitting, all kinds of stuff. People in the stands are throwing food and all kinds of stuff out there.
Well, maybe they're hoping for a good rain first. I don't know. There's a YouTube one that says how a cowboy's wishes for his final ride, and they hooked up the urn to this to his horse and made the horse gallop out. And you want to see himself coming out of that urn and just all over this field. That's what he.
Well, have you ever watched the show Rescue Me?
It sounds familiar.
Where it takes place after 9/11. Dennis something other, Leary, I think his last name was, the comedian yeah. He was the writer and producer and all that.
Wasn't he
stuff.
the fire chief or the lieutenant?
No, he's just a fireman. He didn't want to be any higher. But there's a part to where Lou is his best friend there. He actually died and they cremated him and they're taking him out to a place, and one of the dopey firemen in the back says, "I wonder what it looks like," and stuff. Just as he's looking, goes to open this, somebody rolls down the window and it goes. Everybody in the whole place just got mouthfuls, and they go outside and they're brushing themselves off, and they got all over the place, and they lost so much of him they had to find something to replace it with. So he goes to the store and buys cake mix, but the only cake mix there was chocolate. and they go to the place where they're throwing his ashes, and him and the captain are sitting there, and they throw the ashes out, and then it kind of blows back, and is that chocolate?
That's a cake.
and he says, "You don't want to know."
Right.
But
I actually did that for my aunt, my father's sister, when she passed.
What, the chocolate cake?
No, she was cremated, and I took her out in because she liked to fish.
Oh, okay.
Years ago, and I took her out in the flats after, but it was like a year. I had a hold of her urn for about a year. I waited for the right day and just went out there and just sprinkled it. But that was what she wanted. So
yeah, I'm often wondering about the, because there's laws and regulations about everything.
Sure, but I don't.
What they don't know won't hurt you.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I see, like rivers and stuff. I'm wondering, how many people
Floating on down.
Yeah, and somebody downstream is you wonder. It makes you wonder.
That water tastes a little bitter.
Hey, Ziggy, good to see you.
Hello, Miss Ziggy. Oh, excuse me, Ziggy.
She was deathly afraid of being buried. This is just her now.
Yeah.
And I think the worst thing you can do, and of course this is just my opinion, is not follow through on someone's final wishes. So
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's why. Now my cousin, he had his ashes sprinkled in a stream out in Kalispell, Montana, where he used to fish. He had a cabin out there, and you're supposed to get permits and stuff like that, but it's just kind of like, I'm not telling you, you do what you want to do, but
yeah, you got to follow all the regulations.
Yeah. Don't forget the pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a bunch of people laying in the street because the DOT was trying to paint over the rainbow colored crosswalks. So you had grown men in the street laying in the street because they didn't want it being painted. This is after, I guess, T-Man had that executive order or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just like they were devastated. I'm just like, well.
Yep. You got to watch out for that water, because fish swim naked in that water that you drink.
Well, you know what, Grace, when it comes to eating fish, if it's good fish, I don't care where it slept, who it slept with. As long as it's good fish. That's the way I look at eating fish. Of course, it can't be polluted water, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, Dana.
And you sit there and think about it, before there were, the rules and regulation people, when somebody passed, they didn't take them to the city and have them all done up, and there were cemeteries and stuff, but out in the wilderness and stuff, they dug a hole and put a bunch of rocks on top of you.
Yep.
And most of the time there was no marker. A lot of times there was no burial. You just was left there, and then Mother Nature took you.
Well, I guess the idea was the weight of the rocks would slowly push your remains into the ground, and
that would keep the critters from digging you up.
With rain and all that, though. No, but eventually it would push you down into that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always finding, remains when they they tear a house down and put a new foundation in, and like, whoops, and they have somebody come out, make sure it's not Native American burial ground.
You don't,
I said it the right way.
right? You don't hear about it a lot, but after Katrina, there was lot of graves that were in different spots when they should have been. A lot of remains all over. And,
that were supposed to be moved to a new location.
Yeah.
Yeah. The poltergeist thing.
You could find them.
Yeah.
I never could understand how you could build such a large city in a below sea level bowl. That's basically that city's in a bowl. And pray that the levees hold. I don't know.
You got to be talking about Louisiana down there.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah, that was the name of it.
Where they grow them onions.
The onion.
Yeah, everybody thought when they were the poltergeist thing, when they just moved the headstones instead of the graves to save money and stuff. Everybody freaked out about it. You'd be surprised how it's already been done.
Yeah,
years and years before that. There's graveyards out there that doesn't have bodies in it, just the gravestones, because the bodies are under the public library or something.
There's another rabbit hole you need to go down, bushcraft.
Oh yeah, that's you. There used to be a thing, I forget what it was. It was a VHS tape, and it would show you how you're when you die, what they do to the body and stuff, like all the icky stuff, and they actually outlawed it because it was too gruesome, some of the stuff, and they would show you about the cannibals and stuff. I forget what that was called. I can't remember now.
Let me ask you this, okay? How many people you figure die in a city? Okay, Bushcraft, let's use your city. How many people in a year do you think die in your city?
All of them that died?
Yeah.
All of them did?
No, about how many?
Oh, you want an actual number?
Yeah. Ballpark estimate. It doesn't you don't have to pinpoint it.
This is a small city, so I'd probably say 8 to 10,000.
Okay. How many graveyards in that city have expanded in the last 30 years?
Oh yeah, there's new ones even. Yeah, they got the new where they build a building, and they you're housed in a little box like this, where you just have a plaque right there, and your cremated remains are in there.
Okay, now let's say I die tonight, but I want to be buried at a certain place.
Yeah, that's what that movie was.
Yeah. And last 50 years, that graveyard has not expanded, but yet all these people are being buried there. I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna let you figure the rest of it out.
Well, you hear about it all the time,
Yeah.
Companies, I'll put it a company, and it's not really a company, it's just an individual who specializes in that stuff. Multiple people found in one casket because the guy was saving money reburied
Yeah.
said person in somebody else's casket. That's some creepy stuff, you know.
Well, now this
You stop and think
was
about
on the
it.
news. Yeah, it is.
No, and he
They're
was supposed to go live tonight too, but he changed it until the 6th, which means he'll go live the 7th or 8th.
Sir,
Oops.
well, now, like I, was saying, I forgot what state it was in, but they come in and found over 900 bodies in this. He was a mortician or whatever.
Yeah.
And they racked up on this guy. This guy's now, him and his wife both are sitting in prison for this.
As they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are ways of looking at it, but for the person who passed, it doesn't mean much to them because they're hopefully going to a better place. I'm not saying everybody is, but it's more for the family that's left behind.
Yeah.
It's a disrespect to that family because they find out about it and ooh, bad. But you think about it, that isn't the person anymore. Hopefully the person is in heaven. But yeah, there's some creep, and they've made, movies, scary movies of these stories that were actually truth. Look how many movies started out from the true thing that happened.
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, that was totally true there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean the ones where they get the idea for it, like Chucky. It's actually based on. Well, last I heard it was in Florida. The doll is still in Florida. It's actually Annabelle comes from that story too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I talked about it in one of my lives one time.
When they took her on tour, devastation happened in every city that she was in.
Well, see, that's not the Annabelle. That's not what it was based on, because the Annabelle thing is the made up thing. The actual doll there's a creepy story in behind that.
There's another one they got locked up like at not Annabelle. There's another one. Darn it.
And the doll is creepy as get out. I mean, whoever made that doll was like they
were possessed.
Well, and the family went along with it and everything. Like, it's cool, it's nice looking, but the doll was hideous looking. I'm like, couldn't they come up with something a little nicer than that? If you're rich and you have all this money to make this doll,
What's on that old dollar shop?
So you know the one I'm talking about?
One I showed on YouTube.
No.
yeah, Robert the doll. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I knew somebody would remember it. And last I heard, it's in the Florida Museum. I don't know if it was still there. It was in Vegas for a while.
B says
Now, give me a little backstory. Give me a little backstory on Robert the doll.
Yeah, that's it right there. It's something about and I can't remember you have to go back and watch the live where I was talking about it because I can't remember it all.
I ain't watching it.
This doll, and people who would go and visit this thing and take pictures, which they stop people from taking pictures of it. People would die, like get pictures with it and stuff, and they would end up dying. This was after the fact. This rich guy made it for his kid, or had it made for the kid, and
Chucky.
well, that's what Chucky was based on. Same thing with Annabelle.
Oh,
But my son is the one that, because he heard us talking about, Annabelle and stuff like that, and he went and searched it up about Chucky, and he said that's what it was based on. And then, you know me, I had to go do more digging on and stuff. But there's a whole. It's an interesting story, though. Yeah, if it's still there. Like I said, I don't know, because at one point it was in Vegas and it was actually being moved around with some other dolls that were made into movies and stuff. Yeah, Eugene. Yeah, it is an interesting story, and not what happened to the kid or the family and everything, but afterwards, the stories that happen afterwards, of people dying and stuff like that.
Watching it.
There's a lot of stories like that. Strange stuff comes from the Keys.
oh well.
They look me, I won't have them.
Ronald McDonald.
Now I won't roll the dawn either. That's what Brian said.
Do you remember that thing we got Melissa one year for Christmas? It was
That
a baby doll and a stroller.
And it was in a walker.
Yeah. No, damn batteries. We got our daughter a baby doll for Christmas, which was in a stroller. And you had to put batteries in it, and it would walk across the floor.
Oh yeah.
And it would laugh. Okay.
We could laugh.
Yeah, a wicked ass laugh. Well, we took the batteries out of it, and hell, we was up. I reckon it was about 1 o'clock, and that damn baby, God burned thing got to walk across the floor laughing. Dude, it didn't stay in the house no more.
This right there is the doll right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's creepy.
yeah, it's creepy by itself.
Like a monkey.
Yeah, Robert the doll is supposedly haunted. Handmade 40-inch tall doll housed in Key West, Florida, Fort Worth East Museum. The doll was given to its original owner, Robert Eugene Otto. Yeah, I remember that now. In 1904, and is the inspiration for the Child's Play films. Legend states the doll was an early creation, and it's believed to be inhabited by malevolent spirit, with countless stories of people experience misfortunes, accidents, mystical problems and
Mystical problems.
the doll of or when you're disrespecting the doll or taking photos without permission.
Oh,
Yeah, the doll was made in Germany by Stief Company, which created the first teddy bear. Oh, interesting.
Makes you think now, don't it?
Yeah. Now this is going to really freak you out. How many people have teddy bears in their house right now?
No.
I got Reese.
That's right, you do, don't you? Dixie got a Reese teddy bear.
Mm-hmm. My son got it from Dollywood.
People report hearing giggling sounds, seeing the doll's facial expressions change, and witnessing its movements. The curse of disrespect. A significant part of Robert the Doll's legend involves a curse said to befall those who don't show him respect. Visitors must ask Robert's permission before taking his photo.
Well, how do you know it when the dog gives you his permission?
Jeff, don't disrespect the doll.
I'm not disrespecting.
You just have to ask ahead of time, I guess.
You're going to hear
Well,
scratching noises out
The
of
thing is, they stopped people from taking pictures. There's, it says no pictures allowed and stuff because of that.
Eric,
Yes, sir.
you need to stay at least 1 week in my house.
No, not well. I'm bringing a friend.
Bring it. It ain't gonna do you a damn bit of good. Trust me.
Oh, the kind of friend I got is going to help. Don't you worry.
No, you better bring another bottle.
Don't look
with
like the 4th of July inside that house.
Yeah, and there's
Nope.
people that go, well, that did and took pictures of it, of the doll without asking permission, and bad things happen and whatnot, and they sent letters back to the place to the doll asking for forgiveness and stuff. And there's letters and stuff all around, for the displays and stuff.
Mm. You see what posted, don't you?
Yeah, I think my phone's in the other room.
Oh.
I don't know where it's at.
So it doesn't be.
I've got the
I've got
watch tells me the
Dana
subject
knows me.
matter of a message, but I can't read it. I don't own an iPhone, so it don't have that feature.
I'll make sure I bring some spackling compound with me, Jeff, too, to fix things.
Here, bring you some razor blades.
Oh. Uh-oh. Beanie Bears.
They've got a few of them too.
Yeah, that's one of they let after leaving the place that they got in car accidents, and some are not here anymore and stuff like that.
My aunt had a whole bunch of beanies.
Well,
Yeah, I think that place that's been That was destroyed, wasn't that?
Was all of it destroyed or just a few of the pillows?
I think what told us that it's been all removed.
Oh, okay. I wish I went down there to see it before all that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, them Beanie Babies. Oh man, you know that there's professionals that grade the Beanie Babies, and one of the criterias for that is they smell the Beanie Baby.
Really?
If it has like a smell of smoke, you know, like a smoker in a house or something, or
Sure.
like it was hanging in a pizza place or something, you could smell pizza on it or something like that, it would degrade the grade on it. Another thing is how it sits. They have to set a certain way, which I didn't know that was a thing.
We didn't know that. I didn't know that they had people that graded them like that.
Yeah, because some of them are very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Pound puppies, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
it's 10 o'clock. I think it's time to go ahead and.
It's 1 minute after.
Heading on out.
Yeah.
Out.
And remember to respect your dolls.
That's right. Now you're all going to be able to sleep tonight. And Jeff,
Especially those who have teddy bears in their house now. Everybody's going to.
I'm telling you right now, you better put that extra lock on that window because
Everybody's going to be putting their dolls outside.
You better sleep with a frying pan in that bedroom.
I got Dixie. I'll sick her on.
Check fair.
But I think tomorrow going live on Jeff's channel, right?
I'm not sure. I'm going to be kind of busy. If I can, I'll let you. Just keeping an eye out. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to set on the cooking channel for our guest, Jeff knows who it is, for Friday.
Have you talked to him?
Well, that's why I'm not going to say who and what yet, because I'm going to message her later and ask her. Because I was thinking, today, but then I like, well, I'll just do my regular live today and then do the one Friday.
When's the last time you talked or texted that person?
Was it Friday?
Okay. I didn't know if it was recent or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
she messaged me. I don't go messaging people. I'm not a phone person. I rather talk to somebody than,
I'm trust me. I hate it. That's why I like that voice to text, even though it does mess up.
It gets you in trouble sometimes.
Oh, dude. No, let's don't even talk that.
My Bester.
I've got in trouble for that.
We're doing a Walton goodnight thing.
Well, good night, John boy.
Good night, Life with Bobby. Good night, Dana. Bester. Great.
So be on the lookout for Jeff's channel. See if he pops the live up or not.
It may be an hour before time. Like I said, just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me earlier, was I going to go live tomorrow? And I told them I wasn't sure. But like I said, we've been Ever since we woke up this morning, we've been going wide open.
Oh,
And
I know how it is.
We still got some stuff we got to take care of.
I'm ready to go wide closed right now.
I've got
I'm tired.
I know where you are. Saying, huh?
16,000 steps today.
I'm sorry, Grace. You heard me snore. I'm good.
Is that all?
That's the second time that's happened to me.
But you guys have a good night and watch out for them dolls.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Thank you. You too.